All right, let's go, baby. We are live here on YouTube. This will be now podcast number 17, the dawning event. Let's talk about it. And I'm sure y'all want to see my pretty face. What's up? Made some changes. Just a little stuff. Alright. Let's go over some of those changes, shall we? You see this guy right here? Yeah? You see him? That's changed. Now it shows me, or everyone, how many people are watching in the stream. Haha! I just learned that one. It's a cool trick. And I have it the same on here. I took away a few things, if anything, so. But yeah. So voila. And welcome to the LootCave. If this is your first time here, we are happy to have you. Well, I am happy to have you. This is a one-man show, basically. Sometimes, some shows it could be better than others. The show becomes more lively when I have more than just myself in the stream. So do keep that in mind for later references. So we got the Dawning. The Dawning is now active. Pretty cool, pretty cool. I really like the direction that Bungie is going with this. So yeah, I'm kind of a little fanboyish right now. It's all good. It's okay though. It's okay. You know, I know there's a lot of people out there that don't like that. If you're a fanboy about something, oh my god, it must be a freaking sin to be a fanboy of anything, to enjoy something. To be honest, for a lot of reasons and a lot of different things that happen, I don't see why it's such a big issue. I mean, if somebody wants to spend their money the way that they see fit, let them. You know, it's their damn money. Why do you gotta have 2 cents, like, or get all butthurt on how they spend their money? Not naming any names, obviously. I ain't got no clout to give, so. Oh. Y'all didn't see that. That's nothing. That's nothing. Don't even worry about that. So, I did a little bit of the Dawning. Pretty cool. I didn't exactly have enough time to do a whole lot of the quests because I was kind of back and forth if I really wanted to, you know, actually spend the time and, you know, actually do the event tonight. But at the same time, I'm like, I really need to go live. Like, seriously, I really need to go live. And I like the idea with how they structured for some of the rewards that you can, you know, it's pretty similar to a lot of the vendors now, you know, with the updates and everything. So you have a little bit more to, you know, chase. And I really like how this year fell, because with, you also had the 30th anniversary that fell last week. So let's say you get past the quest stuff, you know, that you have in your bounty inventory, and basically you just want to grind for materials, you know, cookies. And right now you got all kinds of shit to do now. So mainly this is for like those who have been away for a little bit of time and they happen to see the Dawning going on. Trust me, you're going to enjoy it. So see what else. I like how they incorporated the snowballs. That was actually really creative. I didn't know if that was like, I didn't even expect that. And that just goes to show I don't read some of the times, because I know, like, I guess I could have taken the hints with some of those upgrades you could do with Eva Levante. So maybe if I paid a little more attention to that, then I'd kind of get the idea just a little bit. But it's alright. It's alright. I got it figured out pretty much by the end of it. I mean, I guess really, if I was to say anything that I would love to see a change, which I really enjoy the direction that we're going, but something kind of hit me earlier, which I thought it would have been really cool, was when we had the Dawning event, I think it would be really, really cool to have like a PvP snowball fight. You know, like within PvP. So basically, no guns, you're just hitting each other with snowballs. And I guess at this point, technically, you could do that. Because the way that they have it set up where even the snowballs actually do damage. I mean, I'm deleting enemies with some of these snowballs that I'm throwing. So I think that would be kind of cool and like a future sort of deal where, you know, maybe they can incorporate that into like a PvP game mode, you know, 6v6, and we're just throwing snowballs at each other, no guns, just snowballs. Kind of like Scorch Cannon, but with snowballs, you know. So I think that would be a really cool idea, which I'm sure I'm not the only one who came up with the idea. I'm sure there's other great minds out there that probably thought of that long before I did. Also, I guess to kind of drift off a little bit from the Dawning, because I mean, it's a free event. There's truly not a whole lot to be discussed. Not literally solo the way I am right now. Now, if I had somebody else to discuss it with, that would be a little bit easier, but I have nobody right now. I have no friends. Just kidding. But I've been kind of thinking about the direction I need to take with this channel. And sometimes I could go I can go one way with it where, you know, this is basically all we do when we talk. But there's also some instances where, excuse me, certain individuals within our community, especially in the streaming aspect of things, I've noticed that this is kind of my opinion about, you know, kind of, I guess, incorporating real world experiences and kind of, I guess, bringing it to the same field. And I guess I'm thinking about doing like kind of like a rant segments where somebody says something and I feel like I need to respond to, you know, and because it seems like I'm seeing a pattern with some individuals that they seem to just be able to say whatever they want, but you can't say anything back, which I think is kind of bullshit. So this is going to be kind of my ranting a little bit, which I probably really shouldn't be doing too much because this is not what it is. We're supposed to be talking about the Dawning, but you know what? We're going to take this one step at a fucking time. So one of the things I noticed is with some of the arguments when it comes to like when we discuss Destiny and the direction that it goes and the criticisms that it obtains along the way, I've noticed people, okay, this is the pattern, and this is going to be one of those, like, I'm putting all the pieces together. I've noticed that when it comes to basing an argument, or it's either one or few things. It's either most people just say a bunch of bullshit just so they can get a reaction or a rise, or clout, or whatever it is that they're trying to get here on the internet. And another thing, it's either that or they actually want to discuss about it, but they go at it by, oh, in order for me to make an argument, I'm going to have to create the argument for myself so that I can argue against that argument instead of, so basically I can't be wrong. For example, comparing one game to another game that has nothing to do with either of the two. Like there's no comparison, you know? So, but you making that argument by saying, for example, Destiny 2 is, you know, not as in depth as the great and majestic Final Fantasy 14 game. And it was, those are two separate, completely different games. Those aren't the same. So, and it's when you realize that they're actually constructing an argument so that you can argue against that, which sometimes it's like, what's the point of arguing towards that particular argument? That makes no sense. So, or they tried to tell you a story. I know some who like to tell stories, lots of stories, and they're actually pretty good at it too. And they really, you know, pull on them heartstrings. It's really nice, really nice. But I don't know. I think I want to have a chance to, when someone says something, I guess, say something stupid, I want to have an opportunity to be able to say something. Because, you know, trying to say it on Twitter, trying to make your argument is a little difficult. It's, and to be honest, it can get a little bit out of hand when it comes to, you know, trying to point out your position. You know, because people, you can't really get your point across. And at the same time, there are those that do these certain things on said Twitter that they say these things on Twitter either to get a rise or, you know, farm impressions. But sometimes I kind of think to myself, maybe this guy is really not that much of an asshole. Like if I, let's take for instance, if I actually invited somebody to, like, you know, this show and really, you know, kind of have a one-on-one heart-to-heart type of deal, you know, let's actually get to the base root of it. You know, spend the next 2-3 hours to, you know, kind of go over the timeline a little bit, see what they're all about, you know, really humanizing that person. Maybe you'll find out that that guy is not as much of an asshole, or girl, whichever, or whatever. So I think that would make more sense to me. And I guess that's kind of the direction I really want to take the show. Not, for one, you know, you get those who can call in, you know, like I've had a few of my buddies that would call in and discuss Destiny with me. And you're seeing this in the past, you know, after the broadcast. You know, if you feel like, hey, this sounds pretty cool and I want to be a part of it, and you're not scared, I think it's more of the who goes first type deal. So like a lot of people don't want to be the first one to go a lot of the times. But not only will I have it where, you know, I have call-ins, but I also have guests, but I'm not going to worry about, like, you know, the big times that, you know, content creators or streamers, I'm not going to really focus in on them too much until I have some sort of volume that, you know, like right now there's no way I can get somebody like Hush or Sending Nomad, you know, asked across of, yeah, I can dream, but it ain't happening. So, but hopefully, you know, one day, you know, once I get there and I really get my feet planted a little bit better, I can invite these people on as a guest. Hell, I'll even have the most antagonizing person, you know, Dark Side Royalty. I hope I'm saying his name right. I apologize if I just butchered that. AKA Joker, known as Joker on Twitter. Maybe even have him show up on the show. Who knows? One day we'll find out. And I think it would actually be kind of cool to really sit down with some of these people, even people like Joker. You know, I don't agree with half of the bullshit that comes out of his mouth, but I think maybe if I actually, you know, sat down with him where it's nothing's script, you know, nothing's really thought out. It's really just, hey, let's sit down and actually have a conversation. You know, maybe not. Or better yet, you know, there's no like already pre-written questions or anything like that. Let's just chill out. Let's get into this, you know, into the conversation, you know. And, you know, people like him, you know, are just as welcome onto this platform. My goal is to break the echo chambers that are within our community, because echo chambers don't do you any good, especially when so many people that claim it's like, oh well, we're okay with everybody, and it's like, yeah, but are you really? You know, you may not block or ban or anything like that from that person, but, you know, shutting somebody down if, you know, just because you don't agree with their position is like, okay. And for some that, especially not even that cover Destiny or even cover Destiny anymore, that think, oh well, you know, we're having great debates and conversations, and it's like, not really, not when you're the only one with the mic. If you know, you're not actually having that person actually have a discussion. Basically, you hold all the damn power, not the other way around. So, and I have a few other ideas when it comes to this show that I like to organize. Really all it boils down to is, like right now, you know, I'm almost at 30 videos. I'm getting closer to 30 videos, and from how I understand it, once I get to 30 videos all together within my on my channel, the algorithm of YouTube will hopefully start showing me some love, and you know, really start getting some butts in the seats. So, but the whole, you know, for the past, I don't know, let's see, we've been at it for about 26 minutes. So we're probably looking at, you know, for probably the past 15-20 minutes maybe, me just ranting about, you know, just probably just bullshit, nothing that really is of value. So I think I want to actually start, you know, having a way have an idea. I just may have had an idea. That's not a bad idea. I'm gonna keep that in the vault. I might use that. I ain't gonna say it because I don't want somebody else taking my shit. But I think that's, yeah. Anyways, my mind just went off to another fucking world. So, I guess if this is your first time here, because, you know, obviously Ghost here is showing me nobody's in chat or in the audience right now watching. So for the future, those who are watching within the future, here's my Discord. Links in the description. And I'm thinking about also adding an LFG for the you know, I guess to give more incentive for people to join in. And at least that is Destiny related at the moment. So I think that's one of the things that I am going to do. I'm going to go, I can always, yeah, I'll probably do that. I'll probably just go ahead and do like an LFG but I really don't want that to be like kind of the main focus. I guess it's really just because since I do have a leveling system within my Discord, which does hold a purpose, I think it would make more sense to have some sort of incentive for people to come and join in. There's an LFG, and you know, there's areas where we can talk Destiny. There's a chat room and memes. You know, you can pop your memes in there. I don't have like this whole slew of I don't have a whole slew of rules, you know. It's basic. I mean, Jesus Christ, do I have to go over anything and everything? Don't, you know, it's pretty simple, you know. Use common sense. You know, if you break those rules, consequences, and they will happen, trust me. Now give me a second. I'm gonna go here, and I do need to put my glasses on for this part because I'm blind as a freaking bat. Ha ha ha, you can't see me now. Need to wet my whistle a little bit. I think I'm gonna put it there out of the camera. Oh, jeez. And we're back. Looky there. So, again, the show you can either watch here on YouTube, and if you can keep me on while you're at work, especially the I'm pretty sure at some point I'm going to have worker lurkers. So, you know, those who are working that night shift, that graveyard shift, maybe we can keep up a little bit of entertainment in the background for you. Then, but if you can't, if you don't have the YouTube Premium, that gives you that capability, then we'll be able to, you can actually just come into the Discord. I always have the podcast running. Basically, the show is on the Discord because technically that's where the live call-ins are going to be. And it's basically just streamed to YouTube. I guess that's how I've been able to find a way to kind of describe it the best way I could. That way you can kind of get a better idea of what's going on. So you have two options. You can be here on YouTube. If you chat in the YouTube chat, I'm going to respond to the best of my ability, which, here at the beginning, it should be pretty easy, but one day it may get a little difficult. And at the same time, this is all free. This costs nothing to you. Okay? Just your time. That's all I ask. I'm not here to try to sell you anything, because I ain't got nothing to sell. I plan on being independent. I'm not looking for sponsors. I could care less about sponsors right now, if ever. And because I want to be able to go my own way. I don't want to do this and be dictated on what I can and cannot say, or do what I can or cannot do. If that made any sense. English is hard. With the possibility, I'm going to lose sponsors. All I need is you guys. That's it. That's all I need. I work a full-time job. I would love to be able to do this, all day, every day. I mean, that would be freaking awesome. Maybe not all day. Definitely, you will expect a nightly stream of the LootCave podcast here on YouTube. I don't plan on going on Twitch because of reasons, but I might dab in it just as maybe a little bit of fun later down the road, if it still even exists. But at the same time, like I said, I don't have anything to sell you. I ain't got nothing. If anything, all I could do is maybe entertain you. That's about it. And it'll cost you nothing. The stream doesn't cost you anything. Being subscribed to me costs you nothing. If you like the stream, dislike the stream, whatever, do as you wish. But at the same time, the call-ins will cost you nothing. So one, you don't have to be a member to do the call-ins. You ain't got to be a member. You ain't got to pay me each time you want to call in. We ain't doing none of that. Ain't pulling that bullshit. Okay? This is supposed to be an open, and I want to keep it as free as possible. Now, maybe on down the line, or the English is hard. Maybe down the road we'll do like some sort of membership, but I want to be creative whenever it comes to that. If I get to the point where it's like, I want to start doing memberships for people so we can have like emotes and all that kind of cool stuff, especially linking it up to the Discord, but I don't want it to be like y'all are, I don't want it to be a charity fund, or a charity case, should I say. No, nothing against those who do the whole Patreon thing, membership thing. You know, they sell you stuff. Nothing against them, bro. You get your paper the best way you can. You get your bread. But for me, it doesn't. I don't feel comfortable doing that. I don't want to do that. I don't want sponsors. I don't want to go down that road. I want to be independent. I want to make something of myself. And I don't know where this is going to go. Shit. I might get to like 50 videos and I'm still sitting here with 0 viewers and I'm just like, you know what? This ain't going fucking nowhere. Who knows? One day it may end up being that way. But we don't know. But anyways, what we got on time? About 38 minutes now. Oh, I don't know. It's kind of difficult to try to figure out something to talk about when you ain't got nobody to talk to. It sucks. But let me check something here right quick. Let me come over here. Yeah. No, to be honest, I guess it's just gonna be another quiet night, you know? I had one just like that the other night where it was just basically Destiny chill. We just chill, you know, just trying to kick back, have a good time, and not a single person. That, woo. But then I do my very next video about the 30th anniversary and I'm actually getting views. And I was like, okay, I don't get it. What am I doing wrong here? I guess the only, you know, if you get to this point, thank you so much. If you get to this point, I'm probably going to end up hitting the stream, you know, a little sooner than usual, but you know, but I'm just going to ask one thing. Like I said, I want to keep this free. I want to keep this available as easily as possible so that it doesn't matter who you are. If, you know, you're someone like me that has actually struggled in life, that wasn't just handed everything growing up, which I have nothing against people that are like that. But sometimes I do. I'm gonna be honest. Sometimes I do have a problem with that. It really depends on who you are. And instead of just, you know, taking the same, you know, content creator paintbrush and just brushing over everybody, you know, labeling you this, labeling you that, you know, is just because of this or that. I think, sorry, it depends on who you are. You know, if you were brought up in a more, you know, classier fashion, I guess you could say, or, you know, you didn't have to worry about nothing, but you're not a dick about it towards everybody else, then good for you. I like people like you. But if you're going to sit here and think that you're better and try to play this, I have a higher IQ than you do, no. I'm sorry. I have no respect for people like that look down upon somebody, especially on how they were brought up. I think I have more empathy towards somebody who lived a harsher life, and because I did too. I've been without. let me ask you, what is harder, to go without electricity or going without water? If you can answer that question, you understand. But the only thing I do want to ask, it doesn't matter who you are. I'll rant or bitch and whine about this and that, but I don't care who you are. And if this is something that you like to see, and because I'm gonna say what I need to say, then I'm gonna come back because I got a point. But first, share this, let your buddies know, help me get the word out. All right. I don't want to do this whole, going into somewhere else and spamming. I don't want to do that, beginner streamer thing, I don't want to do that. So I guess, I'll do the best I can, but I don't want to do the whole cheesy, hey guys, I have a YouTube channel just like everybody else. I don't want to do that. And I'll actually want to, so if you can push it forward, let your buddies know if you think that they would enjoy something like this, maybe not this stream or the other stream, or maybe a couple other streams. But most of my streams that I've been lucky enough to have somebody within my stream that I can actually hold a conversation with and kind of give you an idea of what it would be like. So, and at the same time, you don't have to do the whole call-ins. The call-ins is just going to be some extra. Depending on the situation, there may be nights where I don't do call-ins, or I'll do short, quick snaps of call-ins, short sessions, like if I have a guest on, and I want to have okay, I'm going to open up the lines, boys and girls and guardians of all ages. We're going to open up the lines, and you can ask so and so a question if they're brave enough to withstand something like that. But back to what I was going to say. I do apologize. Sometimes I veer off, or I'll have an idea that pop in my head as soon as I'm talking, that I want to point out. The reason why I'm doing this show is, one, we have 2 other podcast channels, and both of those are a bunch of streamers, which nothing wrong with that. I think that's freaking awesome. We kind of get the insight of somebody who basically, lives in the game, and which is awesome. Kind of get their, I guess what you would say, expertise. But we have the 2, DCP, and I can't remember the other one, to be honest. I just came across them, and I probably only maybe listening to one show, but they also only, I think if I'm correct, I think they only stream it on Twitch. So, and we also had, no shade, but we also had another certain individual who he called it a podcast. It was more radio, or just him talking the whole time, kind of like what I'm doing. and but he no longer covers Destiny. So, and like I said, no shade thrown here, but I think the Destiny community could use another show that talks Destiny. I know the other two, they kind of pushed more, a little more on variety, which you do you, boo boo. That's my thought on that. So you do whatever is best for you. And so I think that there's room for, you know, new voices, not just the same old talking heads that we hear all the time, like, you know, once, twice, 3 times a week, you know, or however many times they stream it. So I think to be honest, I think we do need to hear, you know, get some fresh ideas, hear some new voices. And guess what? I got the platform to do so. And that, you know, is built, needs improvement. I know it's rough, but it's a good start for one. So I think if we could get to that point where we get reoccurring, you know, viewers and all that kind of cool stuff, you know, during the show, that would be freaking epic for me. And so that, you know, I guess the best thing I could do is lead by example. So no, I think that we can make this happen. You know, not just, I mean, we could build this house. We could build this castle. And I want to make it strong enough that no one could tear it down. And when we get there, nobody will be able to, no matter what. Unless if I die or something. then you might have a chance. Which, you know, to be honest, you know, I'm 31. I don't want to be, I know I'm kind of late to the game compared to a lot of the other content creators that started like 7 to 10 years ago. And which I should have, you know, started somewhere at that point as well. But so I have a little bit of a late start, but I want to see where I can take this. And yes, I would love to make this like my full-time job, you know, where basically I go stream at night, you know, about this time. Maybe I'd like to do it a little bit sooner, but you know, kids and family. But I would like to, you know, and, you know, during the evening, the nighttime, you know, for those who are on the late shift, I don't know how long we can really make it go. I know YouTube is supposed to be making a bunch of changes when it comes to the whole YouTube stuff, YouTube live streaming. But I think we can... Lost track of thought. Damn it. This is what happens when I have nothing going on. I have other ideas that I wanted to, you know, push forward as we grow. And I don't want to, nobody can know about these things. I got a lot of ideas, and I hope one day I get to share it with you all, to be honest. I really do. But I'm gonna keep grinding. I'm gonna keep pushing out videos. Well, I should say streams, because these are not really videos. Nobody really makes, 52-minute long videos unless if they're like 10 hours long streams and then they cut it down to like an hour. So but I'm gonna keep streaming. I'm going to keep it going, and I'd like to get on a more steady schedule. It's just, at this point, it's like more like, okay, like tonight I'll talk about this, and tomorrow I could be at work and all of a sudden I get this great idea, something that I want to talk about, and it's like, you know what, I'm just going to go stream. Screw it. So I really don't have much of a set schedule, but I figure if I can at least stream once or twice a week, I am doing good. So I think that's the route I'm going to go. But anyways, we're coming up to the 53-minute mark. Well, we're 53 and a half. So I think I'm not gonna waste any more time, and it was slow again. Maybe I could look into more of the reasons why. Maybe it's just nobody really cares about, they don't really want to listen into a podcast about the dawning event. So that could be it. I guess maybe not talk about events in the future until I at least get the the fan base, or the get the regulars start coming in, where I got hell, it could be like 10-15 people and that's it, and I could I would cover something like this. So I don't think I'm gonna deliberately only the dawning event or any other like free small events in the future, but doesn't mean we can't talk about it. That just won't be like the main topic of the discussion. If I can't come up with the topic, then I'll just I'll just be like, all right, I don't have anything to really start with, but I know the dawning is going on, or whatever. Let's say the next one would be the Valentine's event. So maybe we'll just do like Destiny and Chill stream, and we'll just go with that, I guess. So but anyways, I'm going to go ahead and shut her down, and I really hope to see you in the next one. And hopefully I could get better at this whole YouTube thing. It's sometimes it could be a real struggle trying to get things figured out. So, but until next time, you beautiful guardians,